Hello and welcome. How's your day been? Mine started badly, has got progressively worse, and there's not much sign of it getting any better. Unless, of course, City do the business today, which we'll come on to talk about soon. Um, yeah, so we will talk about that, but I've got a couple of other things to touch on first. A few talking points that have happened over the past few days. Um, Primarily, the World Cup in 2026, which is fast approaching. And it turns out that a qualifying nation will probably not be able to play in it because the host nation and winner of the FIFA Peace Prize had been bombing that nation. Jesus Christ, it's like a Saturday Night Live sketch, isn't it? If it wasn't so serious. I'm not going to get into Donald Trump too much, but everyone he gets close to, he makes look like an idiot. Whether you're sat there in your GB News underpants, he makes you look like an idiot. Or whether you're someone high profile like Gianni Infantino, he makes look like an idiot. Listen, I know there's a lot of money to be made on the Trump train and all the rest of it, but haven't people like Infantino got enough anyway? Haven't they got enough money? They got enough power? Why do they always want more? Gimme, 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 more. But, our very own Khaldoon Al-Mubarak is on the board of peace. So you never know. He might be able to resolve it himself. But I fucking doubt it. I mean, here's another one. Signed up for it, 2 weeks ago? And within a fortnight, his country is in receipt of bombs in the sky from Iran as a result of what the, again, FIFA Peace Prize winner has initiated. So I don't know. I don't know where the World Cup goes again. Never mind what's happening in Mexico. I mean, it looks like a shit show, doesn't it? Never mind, they'll probably start rounding up, visiting fans. So, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it all works out. But I'm not going to touch on the politics of it. But from a sporting perspective, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a shit show. Premflix, or Prem Plus, as they're going to be calling it, I believe. Richard Master spoke about this at Financial Times conference. I mentioned on a video about a week ago that I thought they would start a smaller territory and do it from there. And it turns out they are, but they're using a partner, their existing partner in Singapore, and going to do it that way. But there are the talking points and the risks. You good luck trying to tell an American venture capitalist who signed up for £100 million a year TV deal that, well, actually, we're going to do it ourselves now, and it might be a bit fluctuated due to subscriber appetite and our marketing capabilities. So I'm not sure it's going to fly in the Premier League just yet. And, smaller territories may be where it's a little easier, but I'm not sure it's going to work in the Premier League. Particularly, we've got the 3 o'clock blackout, haven't we, as well? That would have to go. And, who's going to do that? The football regulator coming in too, whose primary brief is to keep the traditions of the game, isn't it? And their first act is to get rid of the 3 o'clock blackout. I can't see it. Never mind the other risks that I spoke about last time, whether, like I said, subscriber ins and outs, dead time, when a subscriber is going to come back. For football, you've got movies to keep you there, haven't you? Kids TV, etc. Prem Plus will have none of that. The price point is what's aggressive. At $9.99, they say. I mean, are they really be able to do any of that? Don't know. Marketing, dealing with customer complaints, dealing with delivery direct to people's households. The Premier League are good at creating a league. Are they good at marketing? Are they good at delivering? Are they good at digital marketing? Are they good at PR? Are they good at being legally tight as they might need to be in certain districts? It doesn't look like it, given what's happened with Everton, Leicester, and now City. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But it's worth keeping an eye on. There's a few results last night. I'm not going to go through them all, but the big one I thought was Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Yeah, pretty obvious. Great result for Wolves. I mean, they've done Villa and Liverpool in a week after not long drawing against Arsenal. So, something's happening. Something might be happening there, particularly to prepare them for next season. I think it shows again how strong the league is. And we'll come on to Forrest in a minute and so how strong their squad is. But I heard Alan Shearer saying that the league's not very strong. It's very, very strong. I'll touch it now. Forrest. Murillo at the back, Anderson and Gibbs White in midfield. And they're one of the worst teams in the league. And never mind Hutchinson, Hudson, and Doak, the other end. So there's plenty of strength throughout the league. Just because, City haven't got 100 points doesn't mean the league's not strong. And if City did have 100 points, to say the league's weak and we're running away with it and something must be done. So I don't know. I don't know where they go from there. But Liverpool look a bit iffy, don't they? I mean, if you've got your manager moaning about set pieces, which I think is right. He's part of the league, isn't he? Does he have his thoughts? Yeah, but deal with them, I suppose. But then you can't go moaning and then you beat off Wolves. Because all bets are off, and your credibility's out. You're going to moan. I think you need to moan from a position of strength. But if you look at the top four now, or is it going to top five, top four? It looks like United are going to get in there. They've got Newcastle away tonight. Newcastle's home record's appalling at the moment. But if Eddie Howe gets beat tonight and then we knock them out the weekend, I don't think they'll get back to Barcelona either, will they? So their season comes to an end pretty quickly in the next 4 weeks. So he could be in trouble. But beat United with fingers crossed, and then the Newcastle can have a hopefully positive end to the season after we play them in the FA Cup. So Forest, it's interesting games there because this is the only time, I think, outside of the last day of the season where we will play Arsenal at the same time. We're at home, they're away. Obviously an advantage for us. We're playing a team that's pretty shit. Although they have their strengths, like I mentioned, Murillo, Gibbs White, Anderson, and never mind Ortega in net, who, given the standard of goalkeeping in this division, would end up could play the most teams, in my view. So they obviously have the strengths. Obviously, didn't catch the break as well. So Doyle Hutchinson, like I mentioned earlier. So it's not going to be easy, but come on. If your next 2 games, if you're going to the league and 2 out of your next 10 games, well, your next 2 are Forest at home, West Ham away, thank you very much. I'd rather that than Brighton at home, Brighton away and Everton at home, which Arsenal have got. So, we get there, score early, they'll know about it, and let's take it from there. Like I said, you've got to keep these guys honest, because when you keep them honest, funny things happen. From a selection standpoint, Doku is still injured. And I'll put this out there now. I'm not Doku's biggest fan. He's great on the pitch, and he had 1 good game in 3 and all left of it. But he's injured again. At what point does his lack of availability affect the team and the squad and his role in it? He's 60 million quid. He will do some whack. In his 3rd year now. His contract will be coming to an end soon in a 2 year. What do we do with him? I know he gets rough treatment, and I know all that, but if you can't get on the pitch, no good to us, is it? There's a few like that. Conversations, okay, Stone, the list that we've spoken about over and over again. So I think that's something to think about. But in terms of selection, I'd take Semenyo out today, solely because his schedule that he's used to is nowhere near what we've had in the past, or what he's had at Bournemouth in the past. Sorry. So this is the sort of team I look for. The defence picks itself. We can mess about with that against Newcastle. If you want to start playing Miko Lewis, or you want to start getting Kusanov in there, or something like that. But I'd keep the defence like that. Rodgers and Bernardo in there. I'm going to say if O'Reilly's injured, so there's no spot for him. Again, let's see how it's for the weekend. I'd give Rodgers a rest at the weekend. I'd give Bernardo a rest at the weekend, and I'd take it from there. And so that's our solid base. Cherky, excellent for the most part against Leeds, deserves a start. And Foden, if he's not going to start at home to Forest, who is he going to start against? So that's my view. I'll get him in there. Haaland's ready to go, apparently. So, yeah, he's your main man up front. And Marmoush, he's not quite worked out for him, has it, the last couple of weeks? But if we're gonna go far or much further in these other competitions and make a good fist for the league, then we need Marmoush scoring and fit. And he's plugging away. And if you can't play him against Forest, who can you play him against? So get him in there. There we go. What does that look like to you? What does that look like? That looks like a team that's been beating Forest at home. That's what it looks like to me. Then up there, he can run back. If he knows in the mood, he can run back. And there you go. I'll do as well, mate. That's enough. That'll be enough. If that's not enough to beat Forest at home, then I don't know what is. And I think it's going to be. I've got it down as a very similar game to the Fulham game, really, like where we'll score early, we'll get a couple, and then it'll be foot off the gas. While people were jumping up and down and saying, "Oh no, our second halves are terrible," when in reality, it's just about managing those minutes. And I think, yeah, I don't think there's a lot to say other than that, really. I mean, it's Forest at home, innit? Will they be a few fans? I'm not sure. What's their attitude to this game? Well, they're on their fourth manager this season. Is it Nuno, Ange Postecoglou, Sean Dyche, and Vitor Pereira? I mean, what do you do with that? James McAtee's there. All these players and managers in this hodgepodge collection. And can they stay up? I don't know. Can they stay up? It's all about West Ham, isn't it? It's all about West Ham. If West Ham can get some sort of form together, then Forest might be in trouble. If Forest and West Ham can get some form together, Spurs are in trouble. Spurs playing Palace at home tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, I'm very, very confident of a win today. I'll get the train down in a bit. I've been in the South Stand, few beers, nothing too heavy. It is a Wednesday after all, isn't it? Well, at work tomorrow. So I'm very confident. I think we'll cruise it. I think it's 3-0 City. Haaland, Foden, and Mahmoud shall go for 3 goals in the first half. City to win, 3-0. No ifs, no buts. Arsenal to panic and draw 1-1. Let's go for that. So City win, Arsenal draw, and everyone have a nice Wednesday evening. So we'll leave it there because I don't think there's a lot to say. I haven't got a lot to say. I'm snowed under, so I'll just get this video out here. I'm up to 50 subscribers now, so thank you very much to everyone who watches and subscribes. It's very much appreciated. So I might not do live stuff and a few other bits and pieces as the weeks and months go on. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be back for a review on maybe tomorrow, more likely Friday, and I'll do the preview for the Newcastle game, probably all in one go, depending on how today goes. So, yeah, thanks for joining. Just been a quick, 12, 15 minutes, something. So, yeah, please do like and subscribe. Appreciate it all. So, yeah, thank you very much. 3-0 City, onwards and upwards, and I'll see you on Thursday or Friday. Take care.